What's going on, guys? This is Credit Chris, and today we're going over travel hacking. So I know a lot of the times when I'm on stream, you guys see me talking about how to get free flights, get these really cool statuses at these hotels, crazy experiences where I'm getting upgraded to a private room with a balcony that looks over the beach that costs thousands of dollars. How am I actually doing that? Or how are me and Josh doing that? Now, it all comes down to the simple principle of travel hacking. Now, hacking, anytime someone says that word, it's like you're doing some crazy stuff, you're coding, things of that nature, but it's not going to be the case here. It really is a lot more simple than it sounds, and I kind of want to break this stuff down for you guys so you can kind of grasp what I'm actually talking about when I'm on stream and I'm giving you guys these examples of these really cool trips that I've been able to put together. So kind of getting into it, it breaks out into three different portions. First thing is points in miles. Second thing is status. And the third thing is cash. And you might be thinking, why is cash on the board when you're talking about travel hacking? Shouldn't it always be free? Shouldn't it always be, very, very close to free? And yes, that's the ultimate goal, but there is times where it makes more sense to use cash than it makes sense to use your points or your miles. So kind of starting off at the very top, points in miles. So points, I'm referring to credit card points. So your Chase UR points, your American Express MR points, Citi thank you points. Those are pretty much the big three on that aspect. Miles, you guessed it, that's going to be your airlines. So your American Airlines, Delta, JetBlue, United, and obviously most of the other airlines have mileage programs associated with them. So, you're racking these miles up. You can usually get these miles or points from credit card sign-up bonuses or leveraging your credit in certain ways like you guys see on our story where we're able to rack up a lot of these points. The second biggest thing here is status. Leveraging the reward programs in airlines and hotels as well as rental car companies to try to achieve the highest status. And status is important because one, you're going to have a little bit more leverage in the conversations that you're able to have with those, with the airline or with the hotel to get that upgrade. You book an economy ticket, but because you have United Premier 1K status, you actually get upgraded to first class, which obviously for the most part costs a lot more money. Or you might get a couple free checked bags, or if you're at a hotel, I always talk about my Hyatt experience. I'm a Hyatt Globalist member there. I always get direct access to the manager, like personal cell phone number when I'm there, automatic room upgrades, comped breakfast, you name it. Status can go a long, long way. And the very last thing is when to use cash, because like I said, points and miles are great when you're getting those sign-up bonuses. It's great when you're able to leverage your current credit, which you do need good credit for that, but it's great when you have those points and miles, but you don't want to just go blow them, right? You don't want to just, it's 100,000 points. I just got this 100,000 point sign-up bonus, so I'm going to go book this. Because yes, it's free. It's free on the screen, but it ultimately comes down the value of your points versus the money that you're spending. So when to use cash? This is kind of a complex subject in the sense, I could probably make an entire video or multiple videos specifically on this one right here. But to kind of give you guys some idea, 1 point baseline across the board, one credit card point or 1 mile is usually 1 cent per mile. So, or 1 cent per point is kind of like the phrase. So if you have, 10,000 points, usually that equates to $100. So if you're booking a hotel room for, say, $50, like the cash value of that hotel room costs $50, but if you booked it in points and got it for free, it cost 10,000 points. Now think, I just told you that 10,000 points as a baseline should equal $100. So would you spend $100 to get a $50 room? No, that doesn't make sense at all. Nobody in their right mind would pay double the price for a room or a airline ticket or whatever it may be just because it's free. And that's really what comes down to travel hacking. Obviously, credit card programs, reward programs, mileage programs are there for a reason. They're very, very big money makers for these companies. Otherwise, if they were losing money, they wouldn't be out there. If there's a lot of people like Josh and I out there in the community, if the community was much, much bigger, they just wouldn't have these reward programs. So that's what that's what I'm really gonna be showing you guys how to do on the channel and whatnot, is how to get the most bang for your buck on your points, how to get the highest statuses without necessarily flying a lot or staying at the hotel a lot or driving, ridiculous amounts of rental cars. And ultimately, when does it make sense to use cash? It's all about putting together the best possible travel experience for as least money as possible, but at the same time, not jeopardizing your experience. You don't want to be, you could put together a cool trip if you just sleep in your car and you walk somewhere, but that's obviously not realistic. You're going on vacation somewhere. You want to stay in the nicest room. You want to have, your checked bags free. You want to have those accommodations, but a lot of the times those things do cost a considerable amount of money. So that's basically what we are trying to do on this. I am just rambling, dude. I cut this.